Hey guys, thought I would give you a quick update since I'm a few days into monk mode now, and I've just got some things I wanted to mention. Obviously, I'm only on day like 3, so not that far in, but there is some things that I've already noticed that I wanted to mention. So first off, I gotta say, I think my focus has increased like dramatically. And I think one of the main reasons is because, well, actually, I think there's quite a few reasons, but one thing that I've really been loving is using Brain.fm. So if you don't use Brain.fm while you're working, definitely start and just like commit yourself to a few days at least of like no music while working, just Brain.fm. And I'm telling you, like you're immediately gonna notice a difference because it freaking works. Like it helps you focus so much. So that's one thing. I will say, aside from monk mode, going and working at WeWork has been super, super helpful because it's just a different environment. Like, obviously, I've got a pretty, like, good setup here, and I like the view, everything like that. But it's like in my Airbnb, my living room, like, all this stuff. So, and there's just a lot of distractions. Like, at any point, I could be like, I'm kind of hungry. So I get up, grab a snack, something like that. Whereas when you're at WeWork, like you're in that office work environment, and luckily WeWorks aren't like an office. It's very it is, but it's different because it's really nice. Like I think I've probably shown you guys already the footage of inside the WeWork. If I haven't, I'll potentially throw it in right here. But it's very nice, and it's just yeah. But regardless, it's like a workspace environment, so everybody there is they're there getting their work done. It kind of just puts you in that work environment mindset type of thing. So like while you're there, it's not like you can just sit around and decide, I don't really feel like working, because then it's like, okay, well, what are you gonna do? Like just sit there and do nothing? Like there is nothing else to do but work. So you might as well just work and get stuff done. So that has been extremely, extremely helpful. And then I will say, like, cutting out the music has been really good because it's forced me to listen to more podcasts and audiobooks and stuff. Like, I've been listening to an audiobook basically all the time when I'm not working, if I'm like just hanging out around here, eating, whatever it may be. I've been listening to just audiobooks, as well as when I'm riding my bike, like here and from the office or here and from like the gym or something like that, then I'll also listen to a podcast. Like I really like listening to the Joe Rogan Experience, so I think that one's really good. But it's nice because there's that whole thing. Like one thing that was on my mind quite a bit is you're supposed to be learning something, or at least like not supposed to be, but ideally you're learning something every day, and like you're spending time learning something different. And something that worried me was I put like all my time into work and getting new clients, getting amazing results for our clients, like everything like that. And I haven't really like actually put time into. I don't know if you felt the same way, where like at the end of the day you're like, well shit, I got a lot of work done, but I technically didn't like put any focus into learning something new, which kind of bothered me because I didn't want to like I didn't want to hold that back. Like I want to make sure I continued learning new things and things like that versus only focusing on kind of my work and stuff. So the not listening to music, funny enough, has had a big impact on that because literally all I do, if I'm not working, all I'm doing is listening to podcasts and audiobooks. And obviously, like as I'm listening to those, I'm picking up small things here and there, which is good. Now, I wouldn't say it's like in-depth learning by any means, like pencil, paper, notes while watching something. Like it's not like that deep, but it's something. It's better than before, because before all I would do is listen to music because I just love music. So I definitely can't wait till after monk mode to jam out to some of my favorite songs while on a ride. But yeah, aside from that, that has helped with focus dramatically. And then one of the other main things I'll say is the getting up in the morning, because personally I seriously struggle with getting up in the morning, like just and not resetting my alarm, because what I usually do is I always set my phone or my alarm, whatever I'm using as an alarm, most of the time it's my phone, across or like even in a different room or something, but still to where I can hear it, because then like when it goes off in the morning I have to get out of bed. Like I can't just reach over and turn it off and like hope that my will is strong enough to get out of bed. So literally I force myself to get out of bed. But then what I'll do is I'll turn it off, change it to like 30 minutes later, and then go back to bed. So something with monk mode that's helped a lot with that is obviously one of my rules is sleeping for 8 hours, and that's like no less, no more than 8 hours. Like it has to be 8 hours, and like 8 hours in bed. So what that forces me to do is that literally every morning so far, when my alarm goes off, I get up, turn it off, and that's it. Like I'm up. Like I can't go back to bed. And believe me, like every morning I think I'm like, oh man, I was so comfortable. Like that bed was amazing. It was so comfy. I want to go back to bed, but I literally can't because a part of my monk mode is 8 hours. And when that alarm goes off, it's been 8 hours. So I can't go back to bed and stuff. So that has helped a lot. And it's nice because I personally love getting up early in the morning. Got up at 6:30 this morning, which in my eyes, that's not actually that early. I'd prefer to be getting up at like 5, but I just went to bed late last night, had another late night of work. So, I mean, I've got my 8 hours. So yeah, but regardless, like I just like getting up in the morning. It feels like a really big win for the day immediately. And I've got those extra hours, in the morning because yeah, I feel like I'm more productive in the morning for sure. But I think those are the main. Oh, and then the no social media. I gotta say that one is huge because literally I have just not had Instagram on my phone at all. And usually, like I'll be working and I'll keep my phone next to me, and I just have a habit of picking up my phone and opening it and going to Instagram and opening it up for literally no reason at all. Like literally, I'll just go to it, start scrolling, and then boom, 30 minutes goes by, and I'm like, well, shit, that was a complete waste of time. So that's been extremely helpful. Literally, just not having access to it, you know. So yeah, that's been huge. But anyway, I think that's a pretty solid update. I don't think there's anything else. Let me think. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. Like in terms of focus and kind of how monk mode has affected my like work side of things, I think that's about it. But it's definitely helped a lot. Like I've really noticed a massive improvement as I just mentioned and talked about. So I'm really excited. It's only day 3 and I've been really productive the last couple days. So I'm really excited to see what happens after this 21-day period. And once again, 21 days isn't that long. I mean, it's only a couple weeks. So obviously I'm going to keep that in mind, but after this 21 days, when it goes really well, I'm going to probably extend it and just keep the flow going, like why stop it, you know. I do have family coming out here like April 6th or something, April 6th or 7th. So I will have to kind of stop monk mode at that point, but I'll probably just keep it going till then, which at that point that's like a month of doing monk mode. So, because they come here like a month from now, because today's the March 8th. So yeah, so I'll just probably keep doing it up until then. But anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing kind of what happens. Obviously, this is like a beginning of monk mode update, and then I'll keep you guys updated with kind of how it keeps going, maybe in like a week or so or something like that. But yeah, it's been good. But anyway, yeah, I think that's it. So I will see you guys later.